Welcome back to the Girl Cave. Today I'm tearing apart a paper pad or two that I recently acquired. Now, I know you're thinking, weren't you on a spending freeze? And I am. I am on a spending freeze and I spent $0 on this. This was acquired during a crop earlier this year and it was completely free. One of the ladies that normally crops in the group had passed away and her family opened her storage units to everybody and just let us pick what we want. I went in and I was very, very careful and thoughtful about what I brought in. I didn't want to bring in tons. So what I brought in, it all fit in a 12 by 12 bins, those little cropper hoppers. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I brought in. So let's start with the embellishments. I brought in 13 embellishments. So I got this. That was just adorable. I knew that I could use this. So I got that. This came with a little paper kit. So I actually have this washi in a lighter tone and I love it. So I have that. From the kit, I just took a few sheets of paper and then the rest is in my giveaway pile. I found these cute little wood veneers, and these are from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some really cute wood veneers. I actually did purchase something this year. I've spent $2.50 so far, and it was on wood veneer because I'll show you. This is the one that I purchased in January. Look how cute. I mean, that right there, that little squirrel, I had to. Because I love squirrels, so... full disclosure. And by the way, if you are doing a spending freeze, warning, this video might trigger you just a little bit. So if you feel like it's making you want to go and spend money, then feel free to just, pause the video and walk away. However, I will tell you that I will walk you through the process and I will explain to you how I deal with my spending freeze and bringing in supplies into my room in a very thoughtful manner. Okay, so I got that. I got, this was in the paper kit. So I kept these. These are almost like vellum. I like them. And then this was in part of the paper kit as well. And the little bee caught my eye. So I will keep those. Then I grabbed a few of these brads and paper clips. Look at the paper clips. I hope you can see them. They're little hangers. So I thought, and she had like it was a big, like those boxes where the men keep their fishing lures. And I only grabbed what I thought I would use. So there's some butterflies, there's some buttons, there's stars. I was very careful not to just grab the whole bin. I got these little keys as charms because I am in the process of starting some junk journaling. So I thought that would be cute. And then I got flowers. I mean, I can always use flowers. And these are colors that I work with normally. So I grabbed those. And then I found these paper doll ephemera. I'm like, they're paper dolls. How cute. So I grabbed two because this summer I'm going to be working with some girls in the local area creating like junk journals. So I thought they might enjoy having that as well. Sticker sheets, I got two. At the time, I was still working in my Europe album with pictures of Paris. And I mean, okay, this one I might not have thought through completely because I'm pretty much done with Paris. But oh my God, like it's just, I think I'm going to have to go back to Paris to continue using my supplies. Look at that. That's gorgeous. The little phone. I have a layout that I'm going to be doing about phone calls, so I need that. I could definitely use, I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I can't resist this. The other one came in the page kit, and I'm not really sure at this point. I like this. I can use that. I think I can use the triangles. This one that says Hello Summer. I can definitely use these. So I'll use maybe not the entire thing, but I'll use most of it. And whatever doesn't get used, I will put in a purge pile or let the girls have it this summer. Okay, and then I found one base page already made. This is by Kiwi Lane, using the Kiwi Lane templates. And it's already made and it's beautiful. So I grabbed it because I still have pictures to do of my kids. So that will be a birthday page. It's a double. It has this side and then it has this side. So yeah, I grabbed that. Then as far as pattern paper, I got 297 sheets of paper. Yes, I counted them and I will tell you why. Because the purpose of my spending freeze is not to spend money. It is to get a hold of what I have in my room and make space, because my paper is so crammed together that it's very difficult for me to go through it and pick what I want. So I want to have a little bit of breathing room in there. I don't want to have things on my floor. Like, I want to get my room into a decent state again. So this is what I'm talking about. I keep track of everything that I use throughout the year, including ATG refills, how many trimmer blades, all the supply that I use. This year I'm also including the newest supplies that I use, because I don't want to just bring in supplies and then not use them. I want to use what I have. And then looking back, this was 2022. This was last year. I used 179 sheets of paper. That is full sheets of paper. Okay, so 179. Then the year before that, I used 286, but this was the year of COVID. And I wasn't working that year. So this tells me that in the very near future, that might be my average, which is really, really good. And then the year before that, 176. So when I look at this number and this number, they're very similar. So that tells me that is my burn rate. And that term I am borrowing from the lovely Scylla. She used that term when she was setting up her new space and really taking a look at how much paper she brings in versus how much she actually uses. And I thought it was genius. And I want my burn rate to be at least a washout. So if I bring in 5 papers, I want to make sure that I use 5 papers. So throughout the year, I see that I'm using 179 sheets of paper. If I do bring in new supplies, which obviously eventually I will, I'm not going to completely stop purchasing items forever. But I want to make sure that it's not more than what I use in a year. Because again, it's all about the space and how my room looks. I want it to look beautiful. I want it to be easy for me to go through my papers and pick what I want to use without getting paper cuts or bending the paper. Paper, 364 sheets. That's what I brought in. That's including the paper pads. That's more than I would use in a year. So who knows? I might have to extend my my spending freeze for a little bit. I got those 2 sticker sheets, ephemera or embellishments. I got 13, and I got that one base page. Within that paper, I found these 2 6x6 paper pads, and they are brand new. They have not been opened. And I had wanted this Witches and Wizards paper for the B side for the longest, and I never purchased it. So when I saw it, I said, you know what? I'm going to get it because I really like the plaids, and I got that. And I got this one because I saw those numbers and some graph paper, and right there, I fell in love with it. So these 2 are going into my boys to men section. And then I'll show you, I got solid paper. Do I need more cardstock? No, but I use it as a base for most of my layouts. And it was free, so I got it. And this one has quite a bit of white. And then it has very, very light colors that I definitely use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start breaking these apart and then putting them away with my cardstock. So I have my pattern paper and my solid cardstock sorted by color. So I'm gonna place them all that are the same color in their designated section in my room. Now, I am not one to break collections apart or tear down my paper pads because I am a little OCD about those things, and I like to keep things together so that I know when and how much I've used of that product. But these are solid, and it's not like I'm going to be able to use the paper pad together to create page kits. So I've decided that it's time to revisit that and make sure that it's not just a compulsion to keep it together just because I'm OCD, but put them away in a manner that will be easier for me to use it, because that's the ultimate purpose, is to use my supplies. And if I can't find it, because I'm not gonna go through a paper pad just for one sheet of paper, then it's not serving a purpose. So those paper pads that are not thematic, I'm gonna say, so that I can't use it together to create page kits, those paper pads I'm going to revisit, and I'm going to tear them apart and place the sheets of paper with my colored pattern paper. So I will be putting that in my color section, and I feel like that way I will actually use it, and that's the goal, to use it. So this one is easy because it's solid color. They're so beautiful because they're very light without being pastel, you know, because I'm not really a fan of pastel colors, but this is just beautiful. Okay, so I'm getting rid of that. And then this paper pad didn't even have a cover, but it's so beautiful. When I flipped through it, I was like, yes, these are papers that I can definitely use. And this one only has 3 sheets of each, which is perfect for me because that's how many sheets of paper I like to keep together, 3. Because, you know, I know that we can do the happy horizontal and cut it in half, but sometimes I like to use it as a background like this one. So I would need 2 if I'm doing a double page layout. And sometimes, even if I'm not using it as a background, I like to use like a 10 by 10 square or 9 by 9 square. So I need 2 of them, right, for my double page layouts. I do a lot of double page layouts, so I have to keep that in mind about myself. So 3 is perfect. 3 seems to be perfect. 4 I don't need. So when I do go through my other paper pads, if I have 4 sheets of the same, I'm gonna get rid of 1. For some of them, depending on the paper itself, I might be able to get rid of 2 of them. And these are not double-sided, so I have to keep that in mind as well. They are single-sided papers. And it's not a paper pad that I could use to create a lot of page kits. I mean, some papers can go together, but I'm not going to go through that. That's something that I have yet to get into, is making page kits without photos in mind. Because then how would I look for them? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm still debating that process. This one, I kind of like. I don't have a lot of gold, so I'm going to keep it. And then this is the back cover. And what is this? How to make pockets and how to make envelopes. A2. I don't need this because I got a punch board to make them. So this is going to go into the recycling bin. I found this one by Tim Holtz, and it's so beautiful. Look at this. They are embossed cardstock and they're seasonal. So this one is Valentine's. It says Hugs and Kisses. So gorgeous. This one is also Valentine's, but it's in pink. And it's not double-sided because if I were to put it on this side, like the words are backward. So that's not going to work. But isn't it cute? I love it. So I'm going to put this with my color papers as well. I have to be careful not to rip the paper. Hold on. This one is a little tricky. What if I got rid of that? Let's see. Oh, this makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. Okay, so this one is also Valentine. It's going with my pinks. Look at this gorgeous black one. This is also Valentine's. It says Hugs and Kisses, Promises, Forever, Love. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, the glue on this paper pad is really good. That's all I'm gonna say. It's really good. Oof. Okay. Then this one is Spring. Very cute. It says Spring, Nest, Easter Bloom, Sunshine. That is gorgeous. And not only is this part gorgeous, but it has a beautiful embossed border. So if I didn't want to use this as a spring page, I could just use it to mat my entire layout. And how gorgeous would that be? So I know that even if I don't do a lot of spring pages, I could still use it for the border. This one is also spring, as well as this one. I love that color. It's not quite mustard yellow, but it's gorgeous. So I think for these, I might just use them for the border. This one is Patriotic. I do quite a bit of patriotic pages because, as you know, my youngest son is in the military. This one is also patriotic, as well as this one. And the border is stars for this one. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It is just gorgeous. And it says Freedom, American Patriot, Glory. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, this one is, I think, yes. So this one is for like Thanksgiving. And it has little leaves there. So it says Harvest. It says Thankful. Autumn. Okay, so I have that one. And this is by Tim Holtz, actually. I've never seen this one. I wonder what year it is. Let me see. Let's see what year is this paper pad from. Does not say. Let me see if the branding strip says. No. Do you have this? Do you know what year this is from? Let me know in the comments below because I love keeping track of the year of products. Okay, so this one is Christmas. It is gorgeous. Believe, Christmas, Season's Greeting, Noel, Joy. Oh, it's just beautiful. This one is also Christmas. And look at this color. Isn't that beautiful? Also Christmas. And the last one is Christmas as well. Okay, so that's done. Let's see if the back side says the year. No. Oh, look, it's also like if you rip it, you can see this color. It'll be hard to tear this paper. It's so beautiful. I don't see a year. And after I'm done with this video tearing my paper pads apart, I'm just going to put them away. again by color, so that'll be really quick. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, it's authentic and it is called Fabulous, and it looks a lot. I have one like this. I have a paper kit like this, but I don't even think I have the paper kit. I think I purchased this paper and this paper and maybe this one. So now I have the entire collection. Look at that. You know that hold on, I might not tear this one apart. Would I tear it apart? I'm not gonna tear this one apart because I think you can put page kits together real easy with these. They go together. And I'm also going to just put it in my, that's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm just gonna put it in my crafting. Look, I can't even speak. It's so beautiful. Okay, so there's 2 of each. That's the second. There's 3 of each. Okay, so 3 of each. I'm gonna keep it. This came from Tuesday Morning, I see. I'm gonna keep it together and put it in my crafting and sewing, so that will go there. And then this paper pad, I think this was the first thing that I grabbed when I went to her, it's not an estate sale, but her, I don't know. So when I saw this, I'm like, yes, I love this. It has all of the basics and the colors are just perfect. So I'm gonna tear these apart and then put them with my paper. Look, got gingham. The floral I'm not too crazy about. The chevron, look at this, that's beautiful. You could use it as an entire sheet kind of ledger, or you could cut it into 4s, look, and just use those as tucking pieces or even a big journaling block. So these are all pink. I'm gonna take these apart. And look at this, you're gonna have to cut it right here. Like it doesn't affect it, but look, that would be a cute little 6-inch border. That's cute. So this is my last paper pad. I might get rid of the chevrons. This one is different. I might get rid of the chevrons and maybe some of the florals. Like this one, I don't mind, but that pink one I didn't really care for. So who knows, if I get rid of 4 of these and put them in the, let me get rid of this first, in the purge pile, then I can take 4 off my number. Let me just say that I brought in 360. I might do that because why not? If I'm not gonna use it, if I'm not totally in love with it, I don't need it to be in my room. Oh, let me be careful. Let me just not do all of them at once because the adhesive on this one is good quality. Good job. Okay, and then we have yellow. That's not bad. The chevrons just do something to me. Like, oh, that's beautiful. Get rid of the goobers. Still has some. And then green. Oh my gosh, I've used this paper, like that same shade. I think I've used that several times in my lifetime. See, I love it in green. It was just the pink I didn't like. And the chevron, I'm not sure, like chevron is good just a little bit, but not a whole sheet. That's too much. Let's take these apart little by little. I love the ledger. Then this is what, like, it's a light blue. See, I don't like it in the blue either. So I might get rid of that. And put it in the purge pile because I started a new box this year. As I go through the rainbow series this year, as I go through each section of my papers, whatever I don't love or I know won't serve my style anymore or my needs, I will get rid of. So if I find, even if it's beautiful, baby paper, I don't need any more baby paper because I've done all of my baby pictures. If I come across more scouting, which I know I won't because I already used up all of my scout papers, and then whatever I had left over, embellishments and paper, I gave away because I'm done with all of those pictures. And scouting is not going to be a part of my life anymore. Camping is not going to be a part of my life anymore. In the rare event that I go camping again, because let me tell you something, my husband does not like camping. I do. I enjoy it, but not my husband. So in the rare event that I do go camping and have a need for paper or embellishments with that theme, I'll just go and buy, you know, 1-page kit, and that will suffice. But I don't need to have a lot of that in my room because it does not serve a purpose for me anymore. All right, that is done. That is done. There you have it. I think I'm gonna just say that I brought in 362, maybe 361. I'll make sure. I'll double check. Thank you so much for sitting with me while I tore down these paper pads and really looked at what I brought into my space and made sure that it fits my style, my needs, and fits in my room, because I don't want to have too much. It's not me. So this is the only paper pad that I'm going to keep as a paper pad because I can see myself actually using the sheets of paper with each other, and I'm going to keep it in my crafting kit. And I'm going to make sure that I keep track of my burn rate so that I make better choices and have some breathing room in here. Because, like I said earlier, my paper is so cramped together that it's difficult for me to flip through them. And not only that, but like I don't want them to get damaged because they're so tight together. So I want to have just a little bit of breathing room. And in the future, like this is the reason why I'm doing my spending freeze, is so that I can make a little bit of room in here and make sure that I don't bring in more than what I use in a year. Thank you for spending time with me here at the Girl Cave. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, consider doing so. I would love to have you be part of my community. And don't forget to give this video a like, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.